These are some beautiful floor pans. Not perfect, but pretty nice for the Midwest. Check out in this video how I did it. Hey, how's it going, guys? My name is Ryan with Iowa Classic Cars, and today we are starting the cleanup on the factory black 1959 Impala. So she's looking pretty dirty in here. I've got a lot of the big iron pieces out of the car already, but still a lot to do here. So I'm going to set up the camera, do a time lapse of me cleaning this thing out, and we will see what we're working with. So hope you enjoy. Guys, so about 10 minutes here worth of cleaning. I need to let this dry out, this front section here, but we don't have a whole lot of rust. I know I mentioned in the last video, this area right here on both sides is kind of going bad. That's a pretty common issue. There's also a brace back here. Mike, you want to show this here? There's a brace right here that's kind of going bad on each side, but really, you know, the toe pans, the rear pan here is pretty nice. The front toe pans are real nice. So it's looking really good so far. I mean, you know, it needs a little bit of rust repair. Again, there's that side and there's that side, but hell, this is not a bad car at all. So let's get the trunk cleaned out now, and we'll see what we're working with back there. Alright, so it's just too wet back here to really scrape all this mud off for the time being. But as you guys can see, got a little bit of rust right here in the spare tire well. The trunk pan isn't terrible. It is definitely thin, you know, right there you can definitely see it, some thin spots there, as well as right there by the body mount. So probably the best thing to do with this car would be replace the trunk pan. This 3-piece kit, there's 1, 2, 3, is I think $250, not terrible. But I think it's the proper way to go with this car here. So there's the trunk, and then again, just kind of show you guys here the body mount, or not the body mount, the body brace right there on each side is pretty prone to rusting, as well as the toe pans right here, or I'm sorry, the seat mounts right there. But as you guys can see, there is a lot of red oxide primer, which is a factory thing, still on this car. So not a terrible car to fix. And I think as long as this is kind of the extent of the rust here, and we don't find more as we cut into it, I think we're gonna fix this one. So this, I'm gonna say, is part 1 of the restoration. And by that, I mean take a car, leave the body just the way it is. Don't paint it because it looks good enough and the patina is real nice. Do a newer interior in it, fix the rust, and a newer style motor. So I'm not saying an LS motor, I'm just saying, you know, freshen one up and hopefully get this thing back on the road. As you can see, it's got the pigeon toe right now. It's got no steering on it, so we will redo that. But yeah, let me show you guys now what motor we've got. All right, so fast forward about a week. We are now here in Wisconsin. I'm here with a subscriber named Dan. He's from the UP in Michigan. He actually reached out to me via email and said, hey, I've got a 283 motor, 59 date coded, a couple transmissions, and a ton of rims. Are you interested? And of course, when he said 59 date coded and a 283, I was definitely interested. So Dan, I appreciate you coming down, my man. I know it was kind of a long drive here for you today, but I appreciate you doing it. What's the story with this stuff? You know, how did you acquire it? And
well, all this stuff came, my father passed away a couple months ago, and he's been collecting GM parts since the 70s, and the motor was in a donor car. Yeah, it was in a 68 Malibu, and the guy that owned the car just wanted it as a donor. So he made a deal with my father to yank the interior and the drivetrain out and give him back the quarters and the trunk lid, more or less. And so my dad took it out, and it's been sitting in his garage for 10 years, and now that he's not with us anymore, I'd like to find a happy home for it, and I don't want to see it sit in a shed. I want to see it get used.
I think we can definitely find a project for this. I believe this motor and a turbo 350 will be going in that black, that 4-door I posted last weekend. Really beautiful original car. It needs, you know, everything obviously, but the body's nice, and hell, we have a 59 date coded Power Pack 283 right here. The transmission's buried underneath all that stuff there, and we have quite a few rims here. So again, Dan, I definitely appreciate, man, you reaching out here. I'm always interested in this stuff, and I'm glad we met up, and we'll put this stuff to good use.
Thank you. I appreciate what you do, and everyone out there that has a basement full of this stuff, think of your kids. Someday they're gonna have to do something with it. So if somebody can use it, pay it forward. Let them enjoy it.
Very wise words. Well, thanks again, Dan. And the next time you see this pile of stuff here, hopefully it'll be inside of a car. All right, so now that we're home and got the motors out of the truck here from my subscriber, who was generous enough to donate these to a good cause, we've got the cast iron Power Glide, a turbo 350, and a 1959 date coded 283. So this motor, the story on it was in his dad's heated garage for 10 years. It was running when they pulled it. It's never been outside, but it's stuck. They pulled the exhaust manifolds and the spark plugs. I'm sure moisture just got in there and got the ring stuck. So gonna have our trusty Marvel Mystery Oil. Gonna put that in the cylinders and see if we can get this thing freed up and running for that black Impala. Alrighty everyone, so this is the conclusion of part 1 today. Part 1, again, to recap this thing, cleaned it all out, got all the crap out of it, showed you guys the motor and trans we're going to be doing, and kind of the plans for this car. What I need your guys' help with is, it's not a for sure thing yet because we don't know how deep this rust will actually go. But if we decide to fix this car, I need a name for this. Like Power Nation, you know, they did the 1961 Impala, Project Red Sled. I need a cool name like that. So please, down in the comments below, leave a comment with a cool name you guys think would be cool for this project. And if you like a name you already see, leave a thumbs up on that comment. This is going to be kind of a restoration, but it's viewer, I want all the viewer feedback that I can. So hope you guys can help me out there, pick a name for this awesome project. But without further ado, if you guys did enjoy the video today, watching this car kind of get cleaned up and come back to life, please leave a like rating before you leave. Comment again with your favorite name or a name for this project, and subscribe to see more videos on this car and other cars that I pick up. Thank you guys for watching. My name is Ryan with Iowa Classic Cars, and I'll catch you next time.